Off the play fake on first down. Fires left. It's caught. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think the steps were close enough where he hurt him.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Fourth down and 12 is four-down territory for this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, fourth and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last fourth down there.
And the offense sees man-to-man and right away trying to attack that slant route. Like, make an easy pitch and catch. But how about the coverage? Nice coverage on the back end, staying in his hip pocket and getting his hand on the football.
Hit as he throws. This time it's complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. They've moved it into scoring territory, first and 10 from the 11. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. And the missed connection on third down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Smashes it between the uprights. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught in the back. gets ball. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Gonna run it. It's ball. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run. And the Gators will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Gives it to the back on the draw. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Fires to the big fella. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He would have loved to make the... turn there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Offense working from the pistol. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. It's complete. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Livingston. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. From the gun, the running back has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Wants to fire on second down. Complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Livingston. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding. Defense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. The Gators trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
That's got it. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. And the field goal unit is on the field. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And the try is no good. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, and you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in '06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Kearse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a first and goal. Tight end now in motion. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Boston College is on top, but it's not like Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. they're up by 4 over UConn. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Finding an escape route. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Back to throw, it's Hawkins. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Sooners are marching down the field. Looking to throw again. With the catch, it's Burks.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on second down. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here we go. From the red zone, it's Robinson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Gets it out fast. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll try to get it in with the run. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it.
Sneaks it in.
It's just so nice to have a signal guard who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. From the shotgun, the inside give. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Went to the running game on first down, now second down. They'll run play action. Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan.
Oh, he's got some space. have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And the Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gets it to him on the screen. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. On the ground, it's Ball. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Gators will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Makes the grab. It's Jackson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. So now it's second and long. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ball. They'll immediately call timeout. Big part of the offensive game plan is yards after the catch, but none available there.
I like the idea on offense of trying to spit the ball outside quickly and see if your guy can make something happen in space, but give the defense credit. They rallied to the ball, got him on the ground.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little whoop out of this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To throw, it's Hawkins. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle? Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far.
The Sooners will boot it away to start the second half. Placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds.
Let's go. Break. Double.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. They'll go with a quick touch pass.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. There he goes! They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 20. They're set up with a first down. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. You saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
They'll try the run. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. The give to the tailback. There is just nowhere to run. 3 straight times and not one single inch forward on any of them. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the running back. He has the first and still on his feet. Stopped him at the 4. But that's a big pickup of 15. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Back to throw. It's Mateer. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover 1 man coverage. Just him and the wideout, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right.
Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. But this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quick release on the RPO. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Boston College is on top, but it's not like Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 8 over UConn. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it, 1st down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Sategna. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
When they take big shots down the field and they air it out, I got to trust my technique. I got to stay with that wide receiver, wait till he shows his hands. When he shows his hands, I'm bringing my hands up to knock the ball away. Nice job by the defense using his technique, knocking the football away.
To the air, it's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. And he throws another interception. Picked up a... Extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Leaves it with the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They'll go to the ground. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Caught behind the line. It's Livingston. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Gators will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see what he can do with it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man downfield. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Takes it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Gators!
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on 4th down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, bat the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball back.
Got his man down the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'd be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And the Sooners need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
On 4th down, looking to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Still on his feet. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They'll move the tight end. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for space. It's Robinson. He's going to lose a yard on...
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. The Sooners are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's got it. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Got a man, it's Wheeler. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
To the air on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Robinson. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Grab near the marker, it's Gibson. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Never a doubt. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off-play action on first down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wilson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting there.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. And the returner goes down. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch.
Breaks into the open. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Burks. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Hawkins. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
On 3rd down, going up top. Makes the catch. It's Gibson. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Sooners are on the move. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure.
Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On first down from their own 22. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Gators decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Finds his tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Throws for the tight end. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Gonna look downfield again. With the catch, it's Burks. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Sategna. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got him downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Sooners line it up with a 1st and goal. Wants to throw. It's Hawkins. Looking for the goal line. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It'll be 3rd and long. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Finds his big tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Gators line up to punt it away. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate